Hey everybody, it's Lion here, welcoming you to the first episode of Free-to-Play or Pay-to-Win, a series where I will take a look at a free-to-play game and decide whether or not it is free-to-play or pay-to-win. And sometimes it will just come down to my opinion, other times it will be blatantly obvious. But I should define what I mean by that since this is the first episode. Well, by that I mean free-to-play games are games where there is no investment, and even with nothing invested in the game other than your own time, you can in fact win or stay competitive with other players who have invested money. Pay-to-win games are games where, if you haven't invested money, you cannot stay competitive with any player that has invested money. It would be effectively like having cheat codes enabled if you paid money. Now, this first week I'm looking at the game MicroVolts by Rock Hippos Productions. This game is an over-the-shoulder, third-person shooter featuring toys, of all things. These toys are competing for the rare and precious battery power. Now, on average, the games, at least the ones that I have played, are 10 to 15 minutes long, depending on the point cap for Team Deathmatch. There are other modes, including Infected and Elimination. Now, there are many different maps. This one I'm on is the ship map. Now, there are microtransactions in this game, where you can pay small amounts of money or large amounts of money and receive a secondary in-game currency that is used to access different content. By that I mean accessories and weapons. The game does have customizable loadouts and customizable accessories. There are 11 accessory slots if I remember correctly, and there are 8 weapons. Nope, there are only 7 weapons. Now, my account is a starter account. I just created the account today to do this. I have the starter pack, and that's it. I have nothing else in this video other than... Actually, I have nothing else in this video. I hadn't bought anything from the store yet. So, I can, as you can see, stay competitive with other players. I'm not the best player in the world, but with the starter weapons, I can compete and do well enough with what I have. Now, the game does have perks. The customizable loadout for one. Each item increases ammo capacity, or run speed, or HP, depending on the slot it's in. From what I've noticed so far, all of the weapons that you can buy are, in some ways, pretty much balanced out. Buying a gun is a different, basically a reskin, and it may give you access to certain weapons at a lower level, but in the end, it's no more of an advantage than, say, just grinding the levels out. Now, my opinion of this is, it's a pretty solid system. My only complaint is you can't get the lapel back slot accessory with in-game currency, which I'm personally a little bit sad about. I would love to have a lapel on my back while I'm running around shooting people. Now, you can buy any of the items you can buy items for any of the slots that you have with the in-game currency, which you obtain at a reasonable rate. You get bonus currency if you complete an achievement or level up. The game does have a leveling system similar to Call of Duty, where at certain levels it does give you access to different weapons, better weapons, and different accessories. Now, the gameplay in and of itself is pretty good. I mean, I figure I should point this out as well. It's a pretty solid third-person shooter. The game modes are fun, and the ragdoll physics are very entertaining, and some of the deaths are pretty satisfying. Now, as for content access, you have, as far as I can tell, complete and total access to every map and every game type when you activate your free account. So there is no premium content other than different skinned weapons, different skinned items. And overall, the game is actually a very solid free-to-play third-person shooter. I have not noticed in any way at the beginning of the game anyone who has a supreme advantage from buying any amount of things. And with that, I will leave you with a finding of free-to-play, and I will let the rest of the match run on so that you can enjoy it.
Headshot!